Welcome to Missouri Sports Talk. I'm your host, Cameron Staley. Today we've got Week 11 predictions, second round of the playoffs. I didn't do one last week, so we don't have any final scores. Reason for that is because I did full bracket predictions on TikTok, Instagram, and X. So if you have any of those three, go check that out. But for now on, I will be continuing these full videos. The way these brackets are put together, it's not alphabetical order like I normally do. Now it's sorted by the bracket. So like the top left of the bracket, top right of the bracket. So what you'll see on like the first one, the 8-man, Archie's in the top left of the bracket. The very last one, West Nottoway, they're in the bottom right of the bracket. So just be wary of that so you're not confused when you see it's all kind of mixed up. So let's go straight to that. The 8-man scoreboard is on your screen right now. Archie versus Lincoln. The Whirlwinds are scoring 62.2 a game, only allowing 16. I've got a winning state, so I'll take him here. Appleton City versus Drexel. This one happened back in Week 3. Appleton City won 82-60. Drexel is allowing 38 a game. Give me the Bulldogs. Pattonsburg versus King City is the 8-man game of the week. Both teams scoring just under 60 a game. This one already happened. Pattonsburg won by, I want to say, like 12 or 16. So it was a close matchup. I expect a high-scoring, close matchup once again in that one. That's probably the game I'm most excited for in 8-man this week. North Shelby versus Paris. This is a rematch. North Shelby won back in Week 5 by 8 points. They've beaten 4 times since 2023. So 4 times in the past 3 seasons. I think they make it 5. Rockport versus Tarkio. This one was 58-0 in Week 3 in Rockport's favor. I've got them at number 3. I know there's another media poll that's got them at number 1. So this is a highly valued Rockport team here in 8-man this year. I expect the Blue Jays to win again, scoring 61.8 a game on average. West Nottoway versus Mound City. I'll take the Rockets here, West Nottoway. They have 3 straight against Mound City. They won back in Week 7, 44-32. I expect a little bit more of a gap in this one. Class 1, Charleston versus Portageville. This is 1 seed Charleston versus 4 seed Portageville. So I'll take a technical district upset here. I know Portageville has the better record here, but yes, it's technically a district upset here. They're scoring 31.2 a game. Got to take the Bulldogs. Marceline versus Harrisburg. I think the defense wins it for Marceline in this one. They've got a very physical team. Lots of good wrestlers on that team, so that's really where that physicality comes from, in my opinion. They're 8-2 against Harrisburg since 2016. Give me the Tigers. Thayer versus Pierce City. Pierce City's coming off a really good upset over a top 15 ranked Ash Grove, but I think the season comes to an end here. Thayer's defense too good, allowing 15.1 a game. Marionville versus Miller. Marionville's got 9 straight on Miller, so it's been a little bit since Miller's won a game against the Comets. Marionville's only allowing 11.6 a game. Got to take him here. Coalcamp versus Russellville is our Class 1 game of the week. These two teams have only met twice all time. Last season, Coalcamp won by 8. This season, in Week 1, Coalcamp won by 1 point. I expect a really intense matchup in this one as a rivalry starts to form here. North Platte versus Gallatin. I'll take North Platte here. They're scoring 36.8 a game. They're on a 2 or 3 game losing streak, so now it's really time to bounce back. You got to win here. It's lose or go home. So North Platte's got to get it done. I think they do it under pressure here. Class 2 scoreboard. Monroe City versus Palmyra is the Class 2 game of the week. Back in Week 6, Monroe City won 26-20. I think we get another close matchup here. Brookfield versus Macon. These 2 games, this is the same district. So the winner of those 2 go on and play each other next Friday. I'm taking Brookfield in this matchup. Both defenses allowing under 20. But Brookfield, I think they feed off the energy of that home crowd. One of the best home field advantages in small schools in Missouri. Give me the Bulldogs. Mid-Buchanan versus Lawson. Mid-Buck's got 7 straight on Lawson. They're only allowing 8.7 a game. Defense is looking nice. I think it's very obvious. It's a little no-brainer here to take number 2 in Class 2, Mid-Buchanan Dragons. Springfield Catholic versus Forsyth. Some people may not agree with me in this one, but I will take Forsyth. They're on a 5-game winning streak right now, so the momentum is there for these guys. They're hot when it matters the most. They're scoring 38.8 a game. Got to take Forsyth. Holden versus Stockton. Really did not expect Stockton to be this good this year, sitting at 7-3 right now. I will take Holden, though, in this one. They're scoring 35.4 a game, only allowing 12.6. Blair Oaks versus Father Tolton. There's a lot to this one. There's a lot of animosity. I will say I've probably played a little bit into that, with it being my alma mater. It's all that kind of stuff. People want to call me biased, and that's okay. I completely understand where people are coming from that. But Tolton does like to think that I hate them, which isn't true. So I do want to plant that flag for the Tolton guys right now. Guys, I don't hate you all, but, you are filling up the comments. So I don't have any problems playing the villain here. I will take Blair Oaks winning this one. These two teams haven't played since 2018. That one was in favor of the Falcons 70-6. I do not think it's anywhere near that this time, but Blair Oaks is scoring 56.4 a game. I'll take him winning by a pretty high score. Class 3 scoreboard. Lift for Life versus St. Genevieve is a 6 o'clock kickoff. This is the Class 3 game of the week. Both teams scoring over 30 a game. I'm looking for a fourth quarter finish in this one. I think there could potentially be a game winner, whether that's on offense or defense with the stop. Dexter versus Scott City. Dexter won this matchup in week 9, so 2 weeks ago, 35-3. I don't see much changing. I'll take the Bearcats. Knob Noster versus St. Michael. St. Michael coming off a really good Week 9 win over Father Tolton, who just knocked off North Callaway in Week 10, who's a top 10 team in Class 2. So there's a lot going on there in what I just said. The Guardians, they're looking good, but I will take Knob Noster. Their only loss is to number 11, Richmond, who's sitting at 7-2 this year. Defense for the Panthers, only allowing 15.7. Got to go with Knob Noster here. Boonville versus Clinton. I'll take Boonville here. It's a 1-0 matchup history, so these two teams don't really meet up very much. Similar averages. I'll take the home field advantage here. St. Francis Borgia versus Wright City. Got to be honest, the regular season was a real crash and burn ending for both of these teams. I just don't know how to gauge this one. I see this one going either way. I will go with Borgia at home, though. Cassville versus Mount Vernon. I've got my eyes on this one. Both teams have really played spoiler this year. They were very doubted at the start of the year, and I will say I doubted them too. So I can't say that I was, some guru here thinking that Mount Vernon and Cassville were going to have great years. They've played spoilers, had lots of upsets between the two, and they're looking good going into this matchup. I will go with Cassville here at home. These two teams already played this year back in Week 6. It was 39-28. I think Cassville's a little hotter than Mount Vernon is, even though both teams have a lot of momentum going into this one. I'll take the Wildcats. Class 4 scoreboard, St. Mary's versus Jennings. This is a 6 o'clock matchup. I'll go with St. Mary's here. I don't really expect it to be that close. Not hating on Jennings or anything. I just think St. Mary's has really played a tough schedule. Lots of Illinois teams on their schedule, and they are playoff ready for this one. Kearney versus Van Horn. I'll take Kearney here, scoring 40.7 a game, only allowing 9.9. Give me Kearney. Savannah versus Smithville is the Class 4 game of the week. Last season they played in the playoffs, and Savannah won it 11-10, a low-scoring game. Both have been good on both sides of the ball. I expect a really tough matchup here. I've honestly got no clue who's going to come out on top on this one, but the official prediction will be out on Friday night before the game. Orchard Farm versus University City. Big thing in this one, Colin Sinclair is back after being out for, I believe what he said was 2 weeks. They're sitting at 9-1. Their one loss on the year was when Colin was out. The defense has to step up, in my opinion. Both defenses have looked pretty solid, and I think that's just what it's going to come down to. Both teams have really good athletes. I don't know. I think that University City kind of has an inflated schedule, or record, I should say, with some pretty easy teams on the schedule. And, I mean, Orchard Farm hasn't played the SEC either. Both teams have had pretty easy schedules. I think Orchard Farm did challenge themselves a little bit more than U City did during the season, though. I think the Eagles come into this one ready. Odessa versus Warrenton. If you guys didn't catch it earlier on in the week, I did say that this is the game of the week. I will be at this one. This is number 5 Odessa, number 16 Warrenton. Really excited for this matchup. I will go with Odessa scoring 34.9 a game. Both defenses only allowing around 20 a game. I think this one ends up being a pretty darn good matchup. Logan Rogersville versus Carl Junction. I'm going Logan Rogersville as a close one in week 4, 41-34 in favor of the Wildcats. But Logan Rogersville, they're scoring 38 a game. Carl Junction had a weird end to the season. I don't know how to gauge them right now, so I will go Logan Rogersville. Class 5 scoreboard. Hazelwood East versus Ladue with a 6 o'clock start. I'll take Ladue in this one. I kind of hopped off the hype train in week 9 when they lost to Fox, and that was a 2-7 team. I think they're 3-7 now. They just got a playoff win. So, I guess Fox is like kind of on a little streak here right now. But then Ladue turns around week 10, the first round of the playoffs, a Saturday matchup. They beat MICDS, who I had as the district runner-up. So I guess I'm right back on the hype train. Give me the Rams. Parkway West versus North Point in a 6 o'clock kickoff. North Point on the road will be my pick here. Both teams scoring over 30 a game. I think North Point challenged themselves just a little bit more during the season. I think they're a little more playoff ready here. Eureka versus Rockwood Summit. I'll take Eureka. They won back in week 6 over Rockwood 28-7. They're winning by 20.3 on average with their win differential. Got to go with the Wildcats. Platte County versus St. Pius X of Kansas City. I'm taking Platte here. These two teams played back in 2024 last season. Platte County won that one 45-23. And that core team was juniors last year. Now they're all seniors. I think this team might be unstoppable. This is probably number 2, number 3 team in the whole entire state, regardless of class. And they've got a 45.6 point win differential. I'll take the Pirates here, getting it done pretty easily. Rockhurst versus Fort Osage. I'll take Rockhurst here. Both scoring around 34 on average. I think Rockhurst ended up having a tougher schedule than Fort Osage did. I'll take the Hawklets. Republic versus Webb City is the Class 5 game of the week. Republic has won 4 of the last 5, but Webb City has a 10-4 matchup history against them since 2015. So are we going to see Webb City of the past, come through, get back to their roots, or are we going to see Republic of right now, continue that streak against the Cardinals? Class 6 scoreboard. Jackson versus Oakville. Closest we're going to see that game is 0-0 on the scoreboard when the game starts. Jackson is winning by 38.6 on average. It's a home game at the Pit. They have not lost at home since 2023. Give me the Indians. Lafayette Wildwood versus SLU. Lafayette scoring 46 points per game on average compared to SLU's 26.1. Lafayette, one of the best defenses in the state, 7.7 allowed per game. I think overall, Lafayette's got this one taken care of. St. Dominic versus Troy. I'm back and forth on this one. I'll go St. Dominic, though. Only allowing 12 a game. Defense is looking good. They are undefeated. Nobody's proven it yet, so I'll take the Crusaders. Liberty Wentzville versus Fort Zumwalt West. The Jaguars, they are hot when it matters the most. It was an iffy start to the year. Now they're on a big win streak. I think they win this one in a really tough, gritty matchup here on the road. Class 6 game of the week is Blue Springs South versus Blue Springs. Blue Springs finds himself back into the top 10 for the final poll of the season for Missouri Sports Talk, at least. I think this one will be closer than the first matchup. I want to say it was like 35-7 in favor of the Jaguars. So expect a good matchup here. Helias versus Hickman. This game happened in week 2, and Helias won 42-7. They've got 12 straight against Hickman. Even scored 90 against them last year. This is a lot better of a Hickman team. Don't expect 90 points or even 50. I will go with Helias, though. That's all we've got for today. This has been Missouri Sports Talk. See you next time.